Okay, so people asking me what I'm growing because I grow so many things. So here's a little video. Here's tomato plants that are on the patio. I don't really get tomatoes because the dog eats them before because they're outside of the garden. So in the garden, you come in the garden, da 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 da. Here's green beans, peppers. These are jalapenos, so I don't usually touch them. Some more peppers, sugar snap peas, some anchos, tomatoes, and somehow this weird cucumber from last year has taken over half this bed. Then, of course, the rambling pumpkins that aren't supposed to be here, but there's lots of pumpkins in there. Then on the back row, I've got some really hot peppers that nobody wants to eat, and squash, celery, green beans on the fence there. I didn't plant this year, they came. Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and broccoli, and carrots strewn out. My two big fruit trees, cocktail trees. We're getting a lot of plums from these right now, and we'll get peaches later. I just planted some garlic here and pinto beans. And then if you walk to the other side, I've got more tomatoes and more tomatoes and cucumbers. Back there, that's a bed of cucumbers. I just got 4 cucumbers this morning. Strawberries, some more peppers in those pots. Tomatoes here. Some more, if you can see it, let's see here. Some more pumpkins. There's a pumpkin right there. There's a pumpkin right... It's hard to see when... There's a pumpkin right there. And they're smaller pumpkins. They're made for... they're grown for their seeds, to make pumpkin pie, and to make jack-o'-lanterns. That big bushy thing is the asparagus, which is done for the season. This is purple Italian basil. If anybody wants any, please come and get some. I've got so much of it, it's just taken over. And then there's potatoes underneath there somewhere. Of course, potatoes are underground. And this is my blackberries, and more blackberries. Yum, yum, yum. Here, these are all red, and they're almost ready to turn black because we harvested yesterday. And I'm going to pause this just for a second. So here's what I harvested just this morning. Tomatoes and celery, cucumbers. And I've been taking the tomatoes inside when they just start, because if you have this problem and you're in the high desert, these cracks are from lack of calcium. And I haven't been on my ball this year, and I haven't really done a whole lot of calcium, so they're kind of cracking. So I'm taking them inside to finish. And then if you look way out yonder, there's another garden way out there, and that's corn, green beans, watermelon. I think I've covered everything. I'm pretty sure. This is my stand to set everything up. Oh, and for those of you who are interested in making tea, this is my 66-gallon, thanks to my brother-in-law, tank to make tea for the, what do you call it? Tea. I'm at a loss for words, sorry. Fertilizer tea. And he set it up for me so that when it's done, I just hook up the hose here, take my hose, my handy dandy hose, and I go and water the whole garden. Or my husband comes out here with buckets and puts it out. Right now it's just water, bubbling water, and you have to have bubbles because otherwise you have mosquitoes. And then if anybody's interested in making their own tea, let me know and I'll let you know how to do it. This is my garden, my sanctuary.